Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review, and today we are going to have a look at the Khop Killer. This is spelled K-Hop Killer. I don't know if that means it has Korean hops in there, but let's assume not. This is another one of those impulse buys that I just bought because I saw it in the store. And I'm glad I did, because I did revisit that same store last week and they didn't have this in stock anymore. So, looking at this label, the blue and the hot pink, already a great combination with this yellow frame, let's call it, and this seemingly children's drawing of a American cop car. I absolutely love it. They do mention that the artwork is by Maru K. So yeah, Maru K, great job. I absolutely love this. This also reminds me of some of the cars in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And of course, the name Khop Killer, better you than me. Of course, this attracted us. Now, this apparently is a IPA by Brasserie Illegaal, or Brewery Illegal, and they are based around Brussels, or in Brussels actually. I don't know the brewery, but I can imagine that they are sort of like a protest brewery, and I just want to emphasize nobody is illegal. I do believe in wrong time, wrong place. But no one is illegal, and I think that this brewery will probably agree. So this is an IPA, ingredients: water, barley malt, hops and yeast, and they don't tell us which hops. I didn't get much wiser from their website either, but who knows. Now first let's check this beer. I have the feeling that this can was slightly overfilled, not a lot of headspace. Of course, that does mean that we get a bit more beer. On the other hand, that does mean that the pressure is on there. First impression, lovely color, nice and hazy, nice and pale as well. Yeah, nice pale yellow. Beautiful foam, slightly off-white, creamy, thick, tiny bubbles. Looks all right. Also very aromatic. Yeah, really aromatic. This reminds me of a bunch of IPAs like Brasserie Surrealiste, which could have been their neighbors, by the way. But a very fruity, tropical IPA. Slight acidity, probably from the carbon dioxide. Lovely hoppy, fruity notes. The classics: mango, papaya, bit of pineapple. Yeah, very, very summery. Actually, I already regret wearing a sweater, but it's not a very hot day, so. Okay, let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah, this is a prime example of a modern IPA. I think it comes in at 5.8, yeah, 5.8% ABV. And this reminds me of several IPAs I've had in the past few years. It tastes stronger. I could easily say 6.5, 7% for this one, but yeah, 5.8. A very nice point to be around. In the flavor, just as well as in the nose, very, very hoppy. Also a bit more bitter than in the nose. In the nose it was all fruity and sweet and juicy. In the flavor it is also very fruity, but absolutely not sweet. It is nice and bitter, nice and dry, even a bit astringent. I feel this on my gums, on the glazing of my teeth. So they used a fuck ton of bitter hops as well. I do get the name hop, Khop killer, but hop. It is a absolute hop bomb. And I think that I could give this to a bunch of friends that would be very happy with a beer like this. Yeah, prime example of a modern IPA, lovely craft beer. So I am gonna look up a bit more on Brasserie Illegaal, because yeah, if this is the baseline for their quality, I want to get to know them. There's a lot of grapefruit in that flavor. Luckily, I love grapefruit. And the aftertaste is basically mainly bitter. Some zest in there, a lot of bitter hops, very thirst quenching, that is a fact. However, again, none of the sweetness, but only a very, very tiny part of that fruitiness comes through in the aftertaste. Very pleasant, actually. And not only is the aftertaste pleasant, but the mouthfeel in this beer. It is heavily carbonated, but again, very tiny, small bubbles, like champagne, like yeah, many of those creamy beers that we know. So absolutely lovely. Okay, time for scoring. How should I score this? I'm gonna give this a 4. Because this actually does remind me of some American IPAs. I'm not gonna say it's interesting as the Treehouse beers, but it is very tasty. It is lovely when it comes to mouthfeel, when it comes to yeah, just the way that we take this in. Beautiful beer from a brewery that I haven't heard of before, so I am very happy with my accidental or coincidental impulse buy. And again, love the label. Yeah, Q body count. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something. If you want to stay in tune with this channel, subscribe to the mailing list, and maybe even support me on either Patreon or just by tricking the algorithm into showing this to as many people as possible by, for example, commenting and sharing videos. Until the next one, cheers.